J.G. Wentworth is right. It's my money and I need it now.
It's my money and I need it now.
It's my money and I need
Welcome back, Airbnb family. Today we are talking about Airbnb's most elusive feature or guarantee inside the service, which is the host guarantee. Now this actually comes from Ewan on YouTube. He has the same question that a lot of you have, and I've learned this one the hard way. It's kind of an emotional subject for me. How do I get paid from Airbnb for a host guarantee? Now, Ewan said that he actually had damages to his property and Airbnb did not pay him out on his host guarantee and they would not tell him why they denied him. This is kind of sad. Now, I've had 3 this year, 2017, I've had 3 that they declined me in a row, all for different reasons. So let's use all 3 of my case studies as an example, and I'm gonna walk you through what to do and what not to do. So, number 1, I had a guest throw a party against my house rules, and he had about 16 people there, got me in trouble with my building, and made like a big mess. And so here's how that went down. In my house rules, where it says if parties are okay or pets are not okay, I add custom rule sets that they have to agree on. One says that occupancy limit for the 1 bedroom is 4 persons. If there's a disturbance and you have more than 4 persons in the apartment, you will pay a $25 per person fee. If there's a disturbance or an extra cleaning cost because you had too many people, there's going to be a deep cleaning fee of $75. Now, I just made another video about adding a $50 inconvenience fee. I haven't done this yet, but I'm going to for late checkouts. So this is the same spot that you would list a late checkout fee. Now, so I had that, so I was good there. The building sent me a letter by email from security stating that they saw that there's a bunch of people leaving my property and that there's, of course, noise complaints. They gave me a lease violation for this, and that was really sad. So I sent this to Airbnb. I opened up a resolution. I let the 72 hours go. I got Airbnb involved. And the reason why they declined me is because I did not have hard evidence of the occupancy limit violation, even though the guest inside of the message thread admitted to it. So I've had another instance like this that went in my favor, but in this case it did not. What Airbnb wanted from me was actual hard proof like video or photo of the extra guests. So if you want to make sure you get paid from this every time, have some sort of camera at the entrance of your property. It's a little creepy to do it inside, so I'd do it at the entrance. And that's how you'd get around the one time that they let me down on that. The second one is a guest lost a key. So when the guest lost the key, he admitted to losing the key until I told him how much my building was going to charge me to replace it. Now this was an electronic key and a remote, not one that I could just simply go have another one cut. So it was $300 for the remote key and the other plastic thing that came together. So after he found out the cost, he's like, no, my girlfriend returned it, I swear. So thus begins our journey on this one. I got Airbnb involved right away, which is what you have to do. I let the 72 hours pass, of course, and went through that whole thing. Now the interesting thing about this is my building charged me for my key with my next month's rent. So I did not get an itemized receipt showing my key cost, and I did not take a photo of the new key. This is something that I could have very easily fixed. I just screwed this up because I didn't think it would be so hard to get Airbnb to pay me for it. So what they wanted me to do is they wanted me to have like a member of my company, like my cleaner, take a photo of the new key. And then they wanted a photo or a sheet of the invoice. I sent them a screenshot of my rent screen that shows that there's my rent and there's the extra cost for the key. That wasn't good enough for them, right? So in this case, a photo of the new key and the invoice. Now, here's one thing I don't want you to rely on Airbnb for, because here's where I made this mistake. I thought that they would have just known there was a new key because no guests were complaining about there not being a key. Obviously, if I have a key, the guests are using it and everybody's happy and I'm getting no bad reviews, nobody's calling in. That wasn't good enough either. Airbnb won't make that jump in logic for you. They still require you to follow the letter of the law. Remember, Airbnb's resolution center and host guarantee, they're not eager to pay you anything, right? They're trying to control their losses here, so they're gonna fight you. The third one, the big one, I had a stolen TV. The first time in 3 years, somebody stole a TV. And I found out within the hour, right? My cleaner comes in, the TV's gone. There's a keypad that somebody has to type in like a code for me to let them into the property. So it's not like somebody came in after the guest checked out because they would need the code, right? Logically, this makes sense. So I get Airbnb involved right away. The guest did not admit to it, obviously. I bought a new TV, took a picture of the receipt, took a picture of the new TV, an itemized list of everything that was stolen. Then I sent them photos of everything back where it belongs inside the listing. kosher, right? Well, here's the things that I was missing. I needed proof of original purchase of the first TV, and I needed to file a police report since it was a theft. I did not do either of those in time, and I didn't have the original receipt, which is where I think I made the big mistake when I first set up my property. And this is the one that you can learn from now. Every time you buy something for your Airbnb or when you're first setting up your property, take photos of all your receipts and then take a photo of you with all of the product that went into your property so you have proof of ownership. Now, if anybody ever steals something, then you will want to file a police report. They're going to give you 30 days to do this. And I was traveling, and so I didn't get to do it. I could have. It cost me like $750 for everything. Oops. So if somebody damages something, though, that is not a crime, so there's no need for a police report. If somebody simply damages it, follow all the same rules, just no police report required. So in hindsight, plan for the need for the host guarantee by taking photos of everything you purchase, like get your receipt copies, keep them in some sort of folder on your computer. Be quick to replace stuff, be quick to follow up with Airbnb, be quick to report things. One little bonus tip, have a sheet of inventory inside of your Airbnb listing. Like keep it on the fridge or inside of a closet, but say, okay, you should have 4 wine glasses. There should be a TV. There should be an Amazon Fire Stick. There should be a Brita water purifier in the fridge. You know, there should be a plant in the bathroom, right? Just a real thorough mandate of everything your property should have. So that way, if something's missing, your guest will say, hey, there's only 2 wine glasses here. This has happened to me more than a dozen times, and this has actually helped me replace my wine glasses, which are the most frequently broken thing that people won't report. It's a little cost, but I mean, try buying 30 wine glasses a year. It'll actually add up there. So now if there's anything else you want me to cover, hopefully I've made some mistakes along the way and I can give you some hard-won advice on how to protect yourself, just like this video. So thank you, Ewan, for requesting this be answered, because it's actually a really big deal. Losing money or loss is a big cost for hosts. And of course, if you lose $1,000 a month and your profit was $1,500 a month, now you've just eaten up 2/3 of your profit. So this matters. So learn from my mistakes. Comment below if you want another video, something else. And of course, like this video, help it get circulated to save other Airbnb hosts from making the mistakes that I've made. Thank you for watching Airbnb Automated, and I will see you on the other side.
J.G. Wentworth is right. It's my money and I need it now.